That's all that.
We're going to ridiculous extensive of business here for Andy Berman. We weren't even invited to the party.
Yeah, it's true.
Ridiculous.
That's absolutely true.
I would have sent him
Well, this is the remote party. We got all the people in Acton that actually like him, right?
Yeah.
Acton and Concord, so they're
I
right
like
here.
him more when he's
Yeah.
not around anyway.
Yeah.
This is the best I've ever felt about Andy right now.
I think
Yeah.
if I was us, you know what we should have done? We should have gone and picked out Blackjack, one of Blackjack's big deuces.
Yep. Yes.
Wrapped it up.
Just shipped it on.
Blackjack, my
Yeah.
horse.
Yeah.
No
He
doubt.
can poop with the
No
best
doubt.
of them.
Yeah.
We'll
Hey, Andy, I understand you have a momentous birthday coming up. I can't believe you're already 70 years old. We're here at the Acton Boxborough High School field. If you look over to this dugout here, that's the last spot that many of us had seen you. But I understand that you're having a big party down in the Carolinas. I guess our invites got lost in the mail. That's the only thing I can think about. So anyway, we thought we'd do it remotely. We had a little poem we thought we'd share with some of your past things that we love about you. So with that, we'll roll into our poem.
Hi, I'm Chris Mercereau. Welcome to Andy Berman's birthday party. I want to tell you where we are right now. We're at the AB Varsity Baseball Dugout, a place where champions are made. Great men are forged here. Great men like Patton, like Napoleon, and even Jesus Christ. And in that same mode would be Andy Berman. So this is his story. And Andy, before we do our poem, we want to give accolades for Kathleen Walsh for really constructing and producing this limerick. Thank you, Kathleen. We invited all of Andy Berman's baseball friends to speak on his behalf. And here is the lineup for it. Batting first, Vic Otero.
I just happened to be walking in.
Batting second, Larry Walsh. Batting third,
Guy hasn't returned a call in 2 years, but I guess we're friends.
Greg Nickel.
Terminator!
And you know me, Merce.
Is this all that came?
Is it?
This is
Where is everybody?
We're waiting for a
no,
few more.
No, the rest I think he chased out of baseball.
Oh, is that what it was?
That's
No,
it.
well, there's 30 guys on the list, and I think we got 3 RSVPs. I just happened to be driving by, so I stopped.
Yeah.
I saw you guys here, and nobody else showed up.
Greg said he was bringing free beer,
And,
so I
and there
came.
was no women.
No women.
No women.
We're here for you, Andy.
What about
So we got a poem?
What about Gear? What about Will
All right,
Geardy?
so let's
He's not
pause. We
coming?
got to get into position.
Ode to Andy. The story of a man once tough and gritty, he evolved over time, hence this ditty. It all began in Natick, down on Robin Hood Road, a little boy named Andy in a Berman abode. Off to temple he'd go, with kippah in hand, finally bar mitzvahed, now a man, Baruch Atoy Adonai Melam Shalom Shalap Shalom. Larry.
Not happy as an alternate on his Little League team. He swore revenge on Natick one day, it would seem. Great garnet and gold Seminoles, academically trying to be his best, mastered basking in the sunshine, we can all attest. Those old glory days of FSU, golf stud, fetching water, balls, and towels too.
Years later, 4 mini-me's, to coach, guide, and mentor, all would agree. Meeting at first glance with David in tow, you'd all think he was a grandpa if you didn't know. A fine wine drinker, Chablis and more, always a lightweight, ending up on the floor.
Of course he's known for the best parties in town, only it's when he's not around. The never-ending chatter about his Beamer and his swag. Don't you know this is X house? He'd always brag. Thanksgiving celebrations, lots of chow one would think, but with the peace pipe tradition, not food or drink.
His baseball rep, known all around, commissioner coach, insane asylum bound. You better tag up, the Berminator screams, the vision imprinted in those poor kids' dreams. The baseball scout, in his eyes you see, recruiting lackluster talent, hashtag Teddy Ballgame and Spivey.
In all honesty, he's a true master motivator on and off the field, investing his time to increase the yield. His luck became golden with Coach Walsh and Vic. strategy specialist, and undoubtedly epic. Revenge finally comes round, no longer Natick baseball glory. His CC team is now the news story. Not one, but 2 state champs. That's right, and plenty of gold trophies to his delight.
Alas, he found Caroline, his tried true mate, his demeanor softening. It was undoubtedly fate. That dancing talent of his swaying side to side, dancing with the stars, he'd have no place to hide.
The shot at golf champ, senior that is, the last full set of teeth standing, his ego still lives. Winning is no longer at the top. It's the little blue pills to give him some pop. Back to Vic. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, back to Vic.
Gone are his edgy competitive ways. I'm more sensitive. Andy has come into play. No more strategy, stats, or charts. His sweet Caroline reshaped his heart.
Let's raise a glass of Guinness, our guest drink of choice, and make a toast to our dear friend and rejoice. There are good ships and there are wood ships. There are ships that sail the sea. But the best ships are friendships, and may they always be. May you have all the happiness and health that life can hold. At the end of your rainbows, may you find a pot of gold. Happy 60th Andy!
Yeah! Hey, before we go to commercial, we just had a couple more things we wanted to add. So, happy birthday, Andy, but Vic couldn't help himself.
Hey, what's beautiful about coaching with Andy is it's really simple. Like, Andy would show up, and he would show up at the last minute, of course. You couldn't ask him to hit infield because he can't hit fungos. You can't have him throw BP because he can't throw. And he does a great job of writing the lineup. This is how he does the lineup, okay? First of all, he finds out is David Berman coming to the game. Okay, now, if David's coming, then that changes everything. Because that means that David's either hitting first or second, no matter what, and he's playing either short or second, no matter what. So it doesn't make a difference if you have, like, a varsity quality player out there that, will probably go and play in college. David's here. Okay, go to second. And he's a great leadoff hitter. You know that he's got a great eye. You know that. Andy always just tell me that. He's got one of the great eyes of all time. Now, granted, his swing needs a little work, but it's okay. He's got a great eye. Okay. So, anyways, now we're coaching in this thing with Andy, and we're winning a lot of games. Andy doesn't know what that feels like because when I coached against him with his older boys, Andy would take it on we'd absolutely whip him like a redheaded stepchild. But he would bring in his boy Adam Nikowski in, and Nikowski would do his best to try to save Andy a little bit. Didn't work. We beat him. But now he's on the good side, the side of good and versus the side of evil. With the and then we bring Larry Walsh, and we all know Larry's competitive spirit. Larry, that's a whole other story there. Now, figure me out, right? I'm here coaching with Larry Walsh and Andy Berman. And one kid has to hit third, and the other kid has to hit second. So that screws everything up, right? And then one kid's got to pitch, and now all of a sudden, oh well, Dave, you want to catch? Oh no, he forgot his cup. Oh, go to second. Okay,